Hello again, everyone. Chris Matthew with Forbidden Knowledge News. We're having a great time here at the Laughlin UFO Mega Conference. 7 amazing days of disclosure. And look, I'm here with the one and only Barbara Lamb. Barbara, how you doing?
I'm fine. What a great event this is.
It is. It's wonderful.
Yes, yes.
And I really enjoyed your presentation.
Oh, thank
you. It was
you.
your own experiences, which
Yes.
is something new.
Right. This is the first time
Yeah.
I've given a major lecture about my own experiences.
Now, first of
Yeah.
all, it seemed like they were all positive. Is that right?
Mine were, yes. I'd say neutral to positive.
That's good.
Yeah. I would say the first one was neutral, but turned out to be very, very meaningful. Yeah. But the experience itself was perfectly fine and very, very interesting. And I didn't get to really do much with the beings, but it was for the making of a crop circle. So that whole process was really
Now,
interesting.
you had asked the beings to show you how this was made, right?
I had asked for being taken for the making of the crop circle. And the reason I had asked for that is that there had been an extraterrestrial being who kept channeling through one of my clients. And that being told me, he suggested it, that if I wanted to, I could be taken for the making of a crop circle. So that was great. So I asked for it, and I had to really mean it. And it took me 6 months to get ready to really mean it. And I did, and I was sincere in asking them. And they granted that wish. 1994 in England.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Very good experience.
That's good. There's a lot of stuff going on right now with the whole UFO disclosure movement. A lot of talk in the mainstream media, but also it seems like people are having more experiences. I don't know if it's because they feel more comfortable talking about it now, or they're actually having these, more profound experiences. What do you think?
I think we really don't know if there are really more people having these experiences, or just if more people feel ready to talk about it. And then also there's the thing that the more information that comes out about ET experiences, the more people are beginning to realize that, oh, that must be what that peculiar thing was that happened to me, or that must be what that little implant, what that little lump is. Maybe that's an extraterrestrial implant. So I think that the more that all of this is public, the more people are recognizing that they've had experiences. And then, of course, there are millions and millions who have not had these experiences. But the significant thing is that there are millions of people who have had these extraterrestrial encounters.
Now, why do you think that there could be a person that has a lifetime of experiences and then someone who never experiences anything, and they can be in the same place, and that person who has experienced will see like a UFO or something strange, and the other person doesn't even notice,
doesn't even see it sometimes.
Yeah, what do you think is going on there?
Well, I think that we are very influenced by the beings. That certain people are influenced to not see a craft that's right there, and certain people who are one of their people, shall we say, the experiencers, they are allowed to see it. And we've learned that the vehicles, the UFOs, have a way of cloaking themselves. So they could be with a group of 100 people, as happened at Billy Meyer's property in Switzerland. 100 people were standing in a big circle on his property, and a UFO came over as the beings on it had told him they would. Particular evening, a certain time, certain place, and but what they did was they cloaked themselves for almost the whole circumference of the UFO. And they did allow a little opening to be visualized, to be seen. And it was seen by Billy and a couple of other people. And the rest of the 100 people didn't see it, even though it was right over them.
Wow.
40, 50 feet right above them.
Yeah. That's
So,
extraordinary.
that was a good learning for the rest of us, that crafts have the ability to cloak themselves
Decide
from
who sees it and
most
who doesn't.
people and open themselves for whomever they want to
Right.
have see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so there's so many contactees and abductees who report experiences with seeing hybrid children or having experiments done like fertility, taking eggs, taking sperm. What do you think is the purpose of these fertility experiments? And do you think ETs walk among us?
Well, those are two very separate questions.
Well, it could
Yeah.
be the same because if they're making hybrids,
Yeah.
it could
Well,
be,
that's true. Well, in the regression work I've done, there have been about 15 different reasons given by different groups, 15 different species of extraterrestrials. So 15 different reasons given for their hybridization program, why why they want to create hybrids. And some of them I think really make sense. Like some of their species are dying out. And there are various reasons that they've given for that. Too much radiation from lots and lots of travel through space. That's one of them. And also, some of them have done so much cloning over the millennia that their natural ability to reproduce has sort of atrophied.
right?
And so they're really in danger of dying out. There are several races that have said that they're at risk of dying out completely. But if they combine with human reproductive material, create hybrids, and get plenty of that human DNA, that sort of strengthens their species so that they have a better chance of surviving. They will survive as hybrids, but at least part of their race will continue, and they want at least part of it too.
Now, do you
Yeah.
think that there are ETs walking among us that we wouldn't even be able to tell?
I think I don't know that absolutely for sure, but I suspect that is the case.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a few of the speakers here tell me that they truly believe that they could be attending these UFO conferences.
Sure.
They're very interested.
Sure.
In this,
In fact, every once in a while I see somebody, I've got my eye on someone this time who I'm seriously wondering about.
Yes, you gotta wonder sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, before I let you go, Barbara, there's so much, like I said, going on with disclosure in the mainstream, our own government, media saying, yeah, UFOs are a thing. What do you think is going on? Why do you think it's this timing right now and it's okay to talk about it now?
I think there must have been so much pressure on the government, to bring out information about the UFO phenomenon, because so many people have sightings, so many people have experiences, so many other people have just learned about it from the media, and not only the fictional media, but actual news media. And so, and there have been questions for the last 30 years that I know of, plus more really, that there's been just a lot of buzz out there. And the television programs and various movies and so forth, some of the big movies really brought a lot of attention to it, like E.T. and Close Encounters of the Third Kind way back.
Yeah.
And then after that, there have been, I don't watch television, but I've been aware that there are a number of series based on the survival of the Roswell being one of them. There's a whole series about that, which I've only seen one episode of. Anyway, there are other series, one called V, I think, and that really deal with extraterrestrials being here. So I think it's just become part of the mainstream awareness to some extent. Some people are interested in it, some people aren't. But because there are so many people who are interested, I think that there's been a lot of pressure on various parts of our government to share what they know.
Right.
You know, there's been obviously a cover-up going on,
Obviously, yeah.
and there are many people pressuring them to stop this cover-up. So I think that's it. And maybe they just feel they pretty much have to now that the public isn't buying it.
Yeah.
You know, that this doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely live in fascinating times.
We
I'm
do.
super interested to see how
We
this
do.
all unfolds.
Yep.
And Barbara, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me.
You're so
and
welcome.
Your presentation was amazing, and I
Oh,
hope you enjoy the
thank
rest of the week.
Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you.
is great that you're doing what you do.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
Good contribution.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. And all of you, we still got a few days left, so come out. Laughlin UFO Conference.
Yes, it's not too late.
It's not too late. Thank you, guys.